Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Thanks for coming out to my crazy live stream. I appreciate everybody. Hope you're all doing super amazing. Thank you for being here. How's everyone's day going? Let me play with my headphones a little bit. So we got a question and answer stream for you guys today. If you got questions, get them on in there. Maybe we got some answers. What's up, buddy? Lance, hello, hello. Logan Gaming, what's up, my man? Morgan, we got Praggy, we got Rooter, what's up, man? Portugal, we got Bruce. Rico Killer, hello, hello. Wu-Tang. Serpent, I still don't know if I'm saying your name right. Probably not. Joe's, hello, hello. Raw, what's going on, buddy? Markin, how are you today? Bruce, hey, hey. Daniel Sykes. We got Raffin. We got Ricardo. We got Rumble. We got Praggy. Man, we got all kinds of people here today. So nice to see you guys. What's up, Just? Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming on out. So what do you guys think? Glaciers or Redeemers? I made a video on that the other day. Which one would you guys rather use? Me personally, I'm still a big fan of the Redeemers. What is that? Oh, that's my headphone thing. But I like the Redeemers, alright? I like the Redeemers. I think they're pretty darn nice. I mean, the Glaciers are pretty sweet. There's actually a couple of robots I'm planning on putting the Glaciers on to try out, because I got a feeling there's going to be a couple of really good builds to use with Glaciers here, and I want to try some of those out. I might be crazy, but I'm thinking about trying the Orochi with the Glaciers. It's probably going to suck, but I think about trying that. Minlong says the Redeemers are more accurate. That is very true. They are definitely more accurate. They're a lot easier to use. Bruce likes the Glaciers. I want just as you want the live at the same time as Duck On. Yeah, maybe. Unfortunately, all these people live stream at the same time I do, so there's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few different creators. But generally I've been live streaming around this time for years, and some of those guys may have been as well. Orochi Glaciers. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Wu-Tang, I don't think I've ever seen an Orochi with Glaciers, but I bet that's pretty good, actually. Alright, Rumble wants to know what's better for DOT damage, Frozen Scorn or Roulette? I don't really know. I mean, I think they're both really good, but which one actually does the most DOT, I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know. I'm sorry about that one, but it's pretty hard to figure out the way they rate the damage and stuff, and it's not super easy to test those motherships on DOT, so I really don't know, my friend. Wu-Tang says, they're a pain in the butt, the Glacier Orochis. I can only imagine. Do I plan on playing Armor Attack? Yeah, you know, I've been playing that game a little bit here and there, but I just started another YouTube channel. I'll probably play some Armor Attack, some Warbots Frontiers. I'm gonna play like I'm gonna find like 3 or 4 different robot fighting games and play them on the other channel. So I think it's gonna be mainly live streams. I might try and get a video in once a week or something, but for the most part, I think I'm gonna just live stream on that channel a couple of nights a week, and then try and squeeze in a video here and there once or twice a week. How old am I? That is top secret information. If I told you, you know, that would be... I can't tell anybody that, you know. You would probably think I was a vampire or something if I told you my true age. And then the X-Men or the Shield or somebody would come after me and be like, man, this guy's like super mutant human. I'm telling you. Ward thinks I'm 15. I wish I were 15. Is there a giveaway? Maybe. I might be doing a giveaway. We'll see. If there is a giveaway, you know, sometime during the stream, I'll be like, hey, and then I'll give some instructions out. But Daniel Sykes says, top secret. Yeah, I need to find a couple more fight robot games to play on that new channel I'm making. I kind of want to find at least like 4 different ones to alternate between. I might do a War Robot stream on that channel as well every once in a while, but right now I'm thinking, you know, I don't know, there's a couple of games. When will the Heimdall winners be announced? Oh, I never did announce those, did I? Hold on, let me make sure I didn't accidentally erase that screenshot. 1 second here. I probably should have announced those on Sunday, but I kind of forgot all about it, actually. Hold on a second. Where am I at? Screenshots. Where are the winners? I hope I didn't erase that screenshot of the winners. I don't think I did, but I'm not seeing it at the same time. Is this it? Let me see. Oh, crap. Sandwiches. No, those are for the Howlers. I think the Heimdall, I don't know if they were announced or not. I'm not really sure. Is this it? 1 second. I gotta look through my screenshots. Those are Screamer and Howler winners. I might have already announced the Heimdall ones. I don't remember if I did or not, but I'm not even sure how long ago that giveaway. I probably announced them, more than likely. I think the Heimdall was from a couple of weeks ago. No, I don't have a screenshot of it, so I probably would have announced those on my I probably would have announced those on one of the other giveaway videos on a Sunday or a Monday. But yeah, I don't have a screenshot of that one, so that's either an old one or I forgot to screenshot it. But I think I did forget to post last week's giveaway winners. I can't remember what it was, but Midnight, what's up, buddy? All right, if I do the giveaway thing, it's going to be the pick a number deal, so what's better for the Ravana, the Atomizer, Cryo, or Mace? I like the Mace a lot. I think Mace and Cryo would be really good. Which one's actually better is probably going to be personal preference, but me personally, I like the Mace because it's really easy to get up close, and that thing has a really fast reload time. So as long as you're comfortable playing really close, the Mace is pretty amazing. I like those shotguns. I love the blast shotguns. I think either one would be good. Now, the other weapons like the Atomizer, Quark, or Nucleon weapons are really nice, but I think I would rather run the blast shotguns 90% of the time. Alright, how to send a weapon to a friend. Unfortunately, that's impossible. You cannot send other players stuff. The only thing you could do if you buy some D-Gems over on the web shop, you can put in your friend's player ID and send him the D-Gems, but you can't send weapons or robots or anything like that to other players. Panic says they're making a Halloween theme for the castle. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, actually. All right. Just said he's been really lazy the last couple of months. Sometimes you just gotta be lazy. Warships Mobile is a cool game. I've never heard of that one. Never heard of that, actually. Kyan said, I checked your videos, but I didn't see. Yeah, I don't know, my friend. I'm sorry. More than likely, that one was announced somewhere at some point in time, but which video it would have been on, I don't remember. I think the Heimdall giveaway was, what, 3 or 4 weeks ago? Pretty sure it was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. But if you won one, you probably would have got that by now. Robert, thank you, buddy. Robert says, thanks for accepting your age and not dyeing your beard bright red or green. You're welcome, man. He says, thanks all you've done for the community. Yeah, man, thanks. Thank you. I don't think I've ever really dyed my beard any crazy colors before. Now, when I was younger, I was back in the rock and roll scene and we used to dye our hair different colors, but don't think I've ever dyed a beard. Nowadays, I think everybody just dyes their hair different colors. I used to get made fun of. I think at one time I had a bright pink mohawk when I was like 19 or something. But things were different back then. Is Fenrir better than the Raptor? No, I don't think so. I think the Raptor is still one of the best robots in the game. Raptors and Condors are ruling the battlefield right now, in my opinion. Guffy, what's up, buddy? So Spirit, I think the Raptor is still crazy. After they nerfed it, I don't notice a difference. It feels exactly the same to me, so I can't tell any difference after they nerfed it. Portugal says, not really fun anymore. Oh, the Condor with those crazy powerful weapons does sort of take a little bit of fun out of the game. I ain't gonna lie. Those crazy overpowered things rolling around that wreck everything are pretty hard to deal with, so if the game were a little more balanced, it would be way more fun. It would be way more fun if there was more balance. I mean, honestly, the Condor and the Raptors are a problem. The Condor and the Raptors are a problem. Everything else is pretty good right now. Like, if they were just to delete those two things out of the game would be pretty nice and balanced right now, but those two things are just overpowering the battlefield. But I'd almost rather deal with the Raptors, not the Raptors, I'm sorry, the Maulers. I'm talking about the Maulers. The Maulers and the Condors, that's what I meant to say. Is Crisis with Athos good? Alright, here's the problem with Crisis. It's very squishy, it dies very easy. It's not really something I would want to play with a set of 350 meter weapons, but if you're comfortable up close and you're that good with it, that would be a very good setup. Most people can't play that thing at that close of a distance. But if you're a really good Raptor player, yeah. Crisis player, not Raptor. I keep saying the wrong thing. If you're a really good Crisis player, those weapons on there will kick major butt. Isaac says UE storms are powerful. Yes, they are very overpowered. The good news is I don't see a lot of people running them yet, so. Isaac says the Condor needs a rebalance. I agree. What about the Ochi-Kochi and Fenrir? I think I would rather play the Fenrir over the Ochi-Kochi. The Ochi-Kochi is more fun, so I guess it really depends on if you want an attack robot or a tank, but I like the Fenrir better than the Ochi-Kochi right now, but I think they're both good. That one's really going to be down to personal preference. All right, somebody says hello from Ukraine. I think I can't read your name there. It's a bunch of funny lettering and it's like real small, so I don't know what that says. Bruce says, I'm just hoping I can win a screamer. Yeah, Rogmer, thank you, buddy. I do appreciate that donation there. Squad Busters. What is Squad Busters? Is that like Ghostbusters or what? Never heard of it. Chunky says 0 hit point immortal bug. You know, I don't think they know what's causing that, or they probably would have fixed it already. But yeah, that bug sucks. Most of us think it's probably one of the new weapons, or maybe even the ability on the Condor, but once the Condor and those new weapons came out, I think that's when that bug started. So it's got to be one of the new things, I would think. It's hard to say, but I hope they figure that out and get it fixed. All right. Raw says, what's the best alternative for Anguisher and Ruiner for the Mauler? You got the flamethrowers? I like the flamethrowers on there. Or the Veyron and the Evoras are pretty good too. That allows you to keep a distance. Like if another Mauler comes at you and he's hitting you with those shotguns, you can use your dash to get back from him. Well, you hit him really hard from a few hundred meters away, and since those shotguns spread out, he's going to be doing less damage. But the only problem with the Titan flamethrowers is you really got to make sure you don't let them overheat these days, because man, once they overheat, it takes a while for them to cool back down. Yeah, ultimate stuff's really hard to get, that's for sure. Hey, we got Manolo. What's up, buddy? What's up, what's up? So I see there's a lot of people entering their player IDs in here. I will be giving away a Condor later during the stream, but I also didn't make a video for the small giveaway this week, so I think what I'm going to do is just randomly pick a couple of IDs off the chat after the stream ends. Maybe just try and get that comment picker to pick one off the stream. We'll see if it works. But Asher, what's up, buddy? Jigga, what's up, man? Flame counters the Condor nicely. You know, I haven't really used the flamethrowers too much recently, but it would go, you know, that's I never thought about that. There are certain weapons that will go right through a shield. Flamethrowers will go right through the Condor shield. That's a good thought. Problem is, it's going to be hard to hit one since they fly so fast. Now, if you could lock them down and hit with the flamethrower, that would work great. Wu-Tang thinks the bug is because the Condor is doing so much damage the game can't keep up. I don't know, but it's crazy. Dark Matter, what's up, my man? I hope they get that bug fixed really quickly. Hey, Finger, how you doing? Opinion of the Newton and the weapons. The Newton and the weapons. What are the weapons, buddy? Like I don't know what you mean by and the weapons, because there's a lot of different weapons. But the Newton, I don't really care for it. It was pretty awesome back in the day, but right now Newton's just kind of eh. Like if somebody's really good with the Newton, maybe having one of them on your team is cool, but it's not really that great of a Titan at the moment, in my opinion. You don't see too many people playing them, and there's kind of a reason for that. Spontaneous, what's up, man? How you doing today? Dark Matter says a good technique I use against Maulers is Ultimate Punisher tease on my UE Invader. I have killed Maulers You know, I've tried the Ultimate Punisher T's and Ultimate Avengers, and I didn't really have much luck killing Maulers with them, honestly, which is a bummer. But it's really hard to kill those things. They get on my nerves. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not picking the Condors at the moment. We're only going to be picking like one Condor off the live stream. But basically, I'm going to try and pick like a couple. I'm going to pick one person during the live stream, and then maybe if somebody leaves a comment, then yesterday's video, I still need to pick a couple people off of yesterday's video for the Condors. So it's just during the streams, I'll let you guys know if we're doing the giveaway and when. Is the incinerator weapon any good? Crazy. It's pretty decent. I would say yes. You have to like rocket weapons though, but I think they're nice overall weapons. They're not really my style. I don't play them that often, but they are actually pretty good. So, yeah, they're not bad. If you like rocket weapons, you'll probably really like the incinerators. They do nice damage for the most part. The reload's not terrible. They got the little bomb effect, so there's a lot of good things going for those. So I think a lot of people would really, really enjoy them, but you know, that's personal preference, I would say. I don't like them, but hey, I don't normally like most rocket weapons because I'm weird. But yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty decent. I played a couple of those on different robots recently, the mediums, the heavies, and the lights, and they all did pretty good, so I think they're alright. I mean, they're not the best weapons I've ever played, but they're pretty good. What's up, Hector? Nice to see ya. Ross says, bugs and hackers be gone. That would be great, actually. Alright, you have Razdors and Smudas. I would put those on a Harpy. I think Harpy or a Siren. The main problem with those, they're cool weapons, but they have a really long reload time, so you want to make sure you're running some sort of robot that can easily get back to cover when he needs to reload. They do nice damage and everything, but yeah, the reload's really long on those. Manilo says, I see that you're not using meta robots. That is nice. Yeah, any gameplay on this is like old though. I don't know if this is probably from a few years back here on this gameplay, so more than likely that stuff was meta or at least pretty good back in the day. Then again, I don't know. It's harder these days, it's harder and harder not to play meta stuff because everything is so darn powerful. Now, I think for tomorrow's video, I'm going to be putting Punisher T's, and Thunders on everything and just playing those. So that's what I'm planning on doing for tomorrow. Attitude says, hey, Danny, do you remember me? Attitude Warrior. Attitude Warrior. See, that's the thing. I never look at somebody's full name most of the time. I do remember an attitude, and your symbol looks familiar, so I do believe I remember you. Just like Kron, like if Kron were to change his little symbol, and he would say, hey, do you remember me? I'd be like, Kron Alexander. I don't know. I only remember a Kron. But most of the time I just look at the symbol and the first name to remember people, but your little symbol looks familiar. Lost Phantom, what's up, man? Is the reflector bug still there? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I haven't noticed that happening for a while. I'm not really sure which bug you're talking to exactly, but I'm not familiar with any reflector bugs at the current time. Hey, GR, how you doing today? Robert, you like the humming machine guns on Pathfinder, hey? That might be kind of cool. I've never really thought about that, but I can see that being a good setup on the Pathfinder, actually. Why did the ultimate Fenrir not get nerfed? I have no idea. Don't know. Have I tried a Heller on the shoots? No. Nope. Shoots is old school. Hey Salmon, how you doing today? Could the ultimate Minos be better than the Mauler? I doubt it. I think the ultimate Minos is going to be pretty amazing, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be as hard to kill as the Mauler. Mauler is like pretty much unstoppable, so. GR says Hawk is struggling. Yeah, Hawk's not a really wonderful robot at this present time. Alright, you're looking for cheap and powerful weapons for your Khepri or your Skyros. I just did a Khepri build a couple days ago. I don't know, I really like the Quirkers on there. Like, I'm a big fan of the Quirkers. Pretty much every time I throw that thing in there, I put some Quirkers on it and I play those. I haven't tried the flamethrowers for a while, but I used to really like the flamethrowers, but you can build Quirkers in the workshop. They're overall pretty strong. Trying to think, what else would I want to put on the Khepri right now if I weren't running the Quirkers? I can't really think of anything else I would want to run on him, honestly. I would have said Magnetars before, but they got nerfed pretty good. If you got Magnetars, you could try them, but they're feeling a little bit on the weaker side now, unfortunately. But I like the Quirkers. I think the Quirkers are excellent for the Khepri. Love said I followed your advice and I bought the common data pads instead of the other ones, and I got the Curry, 3 Ochos, and a Dagon and weapons. Yeah, you know, it's pretty easy. Like, if you get some of the lower level ones, you can get a bunch of them for pretty cheap and then get a lot of components and stuff. So those lower level ones will give you enough stuff if you get a bunch of them. But those gold ones are expensive, right? The gold ones are really expensive. You never know what's going to pop out of there. So I think you're better off buying a whole bunch of the cheap ones. Crazy Gamer said, I seriously saw a Cossack in Masters League. Yeah, I see him too. More than likely, it's somebody who's intentionally trying to get their robots killed. Unfortunately, you got a bunch of tankers running around that are like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna die intentionally. And then you're just like, man, don't do that. And they're like, ha ha, but I'm gonna do that. And it's just like, well, it is what it is, I suppose. You got a lot of turd burgers running around trying to move down in the leagues. Now, I can understand if somebody's like under-leveled and trying to do that. That would make sense. I couldn't get mad at that person. But the guys with the really powerful hangers that try and move down in the leagues, I do not agree with that. That's no different than somebody being a hacker or something, in my opinion. So don't like them one bit. But more than likely, it was that. All right. So Duran says, do you think I should use Blight, Magnetar, or Quirkers on my Dagon? So here's the thing about Blight. They shoot very slowly, but they hit extremely hard. Now, a lot of people do not like them anymore because they shoot slowly, but I still really like those weapons. They hit really, really hard. They really pack a punch. You just have to be okay with a weapon that fires slowly. So they don't do huge damage per second, but they do huge damage per shot, in my opinion. So I still like them. Now, Magnetars, I played 6 Magnetars on a Dagon recently, and they don't feel as strong as they used to. Now, Quirkers, I don't know if I've ever played 6 Quirkers on a Dagon, but I'm going to say right now, the Quirkers are doing good. I played 4 of them on the Khepri. They're doing great. They're fun to play. They're just good At close range, you never have to worry about reloading. But I don't know. I don't really... That's a hard one. I mean, personally, I would still run the radiation weapons, no problem. I mean, that still packs. 6 of those packs a major punch, but... Can you get used to the slow shooting time is the thing. Not everybody can, so... Lost, I don't think I did see your message, buddy. Let me go back up and see if I can find it. Wait. He says, if you're Harpy, you go into your ability and let the reflector be there. But you gotta change the robot while the Harpy's ability is active. And the reflector will still be there on a different robot. Oh, I've never seen that or never heard of that happening. Huh. Yeah, man, I don't know. I've never seen that. Is that a new thing? Did that just start happening? Because I've never even heard about that. That's crazy. Chunky says, what are other robots like Ravana and Fenrir? Like, what do you mean by that exactly? Because, I mean, Ravana isn't really like any other robot. Fenrir is really not like any other robot. I mean, the closest things to a Fenrir would be like an Invader and maybe a Traditionalist Falcon. Or even maybe like Raptor. I mean, Fenrir is a tank, right? Fenrir is a tank. Now, the Ravana is like kind of like an assassin brawler. But I can't really say there's any other robots that are really like them. So you might want to reword that. What's the best weapon for the Curry? Alright, so I keep going back to Redeemers on the Curry. Glaciers are great on the Curry. I still think the radiation weapons are good if you don't mind the slow shooting times, but I'm a big Redeemer fan. I think the Redeemers are awesome. Now, if you happen to have Ultimate Glories, oh, yeah, throw some Ultimate Glories on there. But, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Redeemers on it currently. Those are what I normally play on mine. Panic says Athos or a Redeemer Baglier. If you don't mind the long reload time, the Athos is crazy. Like, the Athos is super crazy. You know what else is really good on their Panic is the Avalanche. If you have 4 Avalanche on the Baglier, that is a lot of fun. But I think I would go with the Redeemers most of the time because I do like the fast reload time and they just hit really hard. Golem, what's up, buddy? Nice to see ya. Ad says, hi man, I started playing Robots and it's been 2 months now, but I don't have any good robots and I'm really struggling. Love the game too. Well, welcome to the game. You gotta have a lot of patience on this game, right? This game takes a lot of patience. That's the thing. It's not easy. It took me a few years to really get a good hanger on this game. I mean, when I first started playing though, I would play a couple games here, a couple big games there. I might play 3, 4, 5 games a day, and that was about it back when I first started playing. Like, I'd get to work, waiting to clock in, maybe play a game of Robots, play another game on my lunch break, you know? Something like that. I would just play a few games here and there, but if you put enough time into the game, and you're really good with what you do with your resources, it's not too bad. Dark Matter says it's been confirmed that the Kron clan is hacking. Oh man, it's been confirmed a long time ago. Those guys are... I don't know about everybody in that clan, but there are several people in that clan that have been running hacks that you cannot deny. Whether they got speed hacks, or they got one-shot kill you hacks, or they're going under the map. We all know the Crow or Kron or whatever clan is definitely doing things they're not supposed to. Like, we've known that for a long time. I mean, those guys don't even bother to hide it half the time. Like, I hate playing against them. Most of the time, I don't agree in leaving games, but if we go up against those, normally we'll let them kill our kill our first robot than just not even bother to drop back in, because it ain't no fun playing against hackers, right? I don't agree in leaving games and doing that, but if you know you got hackers, for sure, I mean, what's the point of playing them? They're just cheating, and no point in playing those guys. So GR says something doesn't work anymore. Nightcrawler, what's up, man? He said he had 4 teammates bail in one game. I do notice you have a lot of people quitting games lately. Kind of sucks. Phantom says there was this one guy I played with who took out a Mauler by himself. Alright, so what's that say? Game forever, I think? That's hard to read, but hello, hello! Oh, needle and stakes are good on Skyros. Yeah, you know what? I like the needle and stake plus a armadillo drone on the Skyros. I forgot to answer that. Needle stake, here's the thing. If you don't plan on coming out of the ball too often and you just want to be as hard to kill as possible, throw the needle and stakes on there and throw an armadillo on there and just roll from beacon to beacon. That thing will be very hard to take out. But I mean, Skyros really is more of a roll around and annoy people than a fighter, so that's how I would put it up as well. Sex, thank you, buddy. Sexus. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. CEX. That sounds kind of bad to say that, but okay. Alright, Raw Dog has 4 screamers on the Bagalier. I officially hate you, sir. You're basically just a one-shot, wipe everything out. That's probably the most powerful build in the game, and I hate going against it. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't like you. In your horrible robot and horrible weapons. Nightcrawler says, Danny, what's your thoughts on the Shatter and Tamers? So the Shatter type of shotguns are pretty sweet. I mean, I like those a lot. They're very good shotguns, like a mid-range shotgun, right? They do nice damage from like really close, and they do nice damage around 350-ish. If you were to put a shot grouping on there, they would do good damage from a longer distance, but I think they're just all around nice weapons if you like that type of thing. They don't do as much damage up close as something like the blast shotguns, but they're more like a good mid-range shotgun. I think those are pretty sweet. Now, like the Tamer type of weapons, maybe like, I believe the Tamer is the Rust machine guns, right? Maybe running like one of those per robot's fine, just to take away somebody's healing, but they're not super powerful. Now, the DOT machine guns that came with them are pretty bad. I wouldn't even run those, but like one Tamer would be pretty good, but I do like the Shatters. Kron says they give Kron a bad name. EG says, hey Danny, I stopped playing robots after Flybot like Al June, and now I'm playing again. I'm free to play. Which robot's better for Push Your Champion League? Alright, so I have no idea what you have. That's the thing. There's probably well over 100 robots in the game right now, and I don't really know what you have, but I'm going to tell you what, Fenrir is still a pretty good robot. Invader, like Fenrir is pretty good. I'll just name off some old robots that you might have. I don't know if you still have them, but Fenrir is good, Invader is good, Phantom's good, Ravena's good. Revenant's still pretty good. If you build these things correctly, those are all really nice robots. Now, I actually played five Fenrirs in a hangar a couple weeks ago, and I was really surprised at how well it did. So I think if you play a Fenrir well and you build it well, it can definitely still hold its own, but it's hard to say without knowing what you have exactly. All right. Here's the deal. We are going to go ahead and give something away on this live stream. So if you guys want to enter, I'm gonna put the YouTube chat on slow mode. We're gonna do the thing where you pick a number from 0 to 100. So nobody say anything for a second. Let me get this set up and ready to go. Where's the 0 to 100 deal? Regulars, how do I figure it out? I haven't done this in a minute, so I forget how it works. I hope they didn't change. Oh, there we go. Random number, 0 to 100. Let me turn the... Well, I'm going to put slow mode on, so you won't be able to... Hold on a second. I'm trying to get this done. I can't think and do it at the same time. Customization. Trailers. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Slow mode. All right, slow mode is on, guys and gals. So when you see the little Nightbot thing say that the contest is rolling, don't start typing anything until then. But it hasn't started, guys. I see people typing in numbers, but it hasn't started yet. So now remember, you can only win one of these. You can only win one. So next time we do a giveaway for this, if you've already won one, you can only win one. But I'm going to go ahead and put in the thing to roll a random number. So as soon as Nightbot says to do it, that's when you want to do it. And then whoever gets that, if you're the winner, we just need your player ID and platform, and then we'll give you one of those Condor codes. So, all right, we are about to roll it. We are about to roll it. Bam. Did it work? Waiting for a winner. All right. The giveaway is going. So whoever gets this right, we're going to give you guys a Condor. War Robots, redeem codes. All right. Now I got to figure out what the code even is. So if you win, make sure you give me your player ID and platform if you win. Looks like nobody's got it yet. So now I got to figure out what the thing is here. So I'm glad this is taking a minute because I guess I wasn't quite organized yet. I wasn't organized. All right. There it is. Copy. Let me go and put that in here. Code. Paste. I also need to... New text document. So I need to keep track of who wins. There we go. Perfect. All right. Did anybody win yet? Has anybody got it? Oh, Daniel Sykes is the winner. All right. It has ended, guys. Daniel Sykes wins. Daniel Sykes, we need your player ID and your platform, buddy. All right. Congratulations, my man. Congratulations. Yeah, we'll be giving away a couple of these every day. So if you watch the video, the giveaway video I made, it'll kind of explain that. But I'll probably only be doing like one per live stream. But, you know, I'm going to try and do 1 or 2 winners a day. I'll probably pick another winner after the live stream ends. If you come back and leave a comment on the live stream, I'll pick one from that as well. So I'm going to do one during the stream and then one after the stream ends from the actual comment. So you can come back and leave a comment on the live stream after it ends. All right, so you are Android. Let me copy this onto the list. of winners, so paste. Perfect. Let me copy this and platform and nope. I typed Amazon. Where is Android? There we go. Paste. YCIM3P, right? YCIM3P. Let me make sure I got that right before I put it in there. Yep. All right, but bam. You should have one of those crazy things. Wait. It's not working. Why is it not working? Your account doesn't meet the gift code's requirements, or the gift code is no longer active. Please make sure you enter a valid code. I wonder if my code's not activated yet. I'm gonna have to talk to him and find out why that didn't work. But I will save your ID. I will save your ID and you will definitely get one. Could you please check and see if you got one? I'm not really sure why this didn't work. You said you're Android, right? Are you sure you gave me the right player ID? That's the other thing. That's weird. Subduer is worth upgrading for free to play. Alright, so subduers aren't what they were, but they're still good. Like, there's probably some better weapons, but you can still play the subduers. They wouldn't be like my first choice to put on something right now, but I still like them. But there's a lot of weapons that are now performing a little bit better than the subduers. I think they're a decent weapon currently, but I don't think they're super good. All right, you're looking for weapons for an Ochi-Kochi. So I still really like the mace and the cudgels. I think those are really nice on there. I mean, those are some of my favorite Ochi-Kochi weapons. Quarkers and Nucleons are decent. A lot of people seem to like the ice rockets on there. Let me make sure I copied the code properly. Try again. No, I got the whole thing. I gotta tell somebody about this because this isn't working. Why is this not working? Let me put the code in one more time and try again. Paste. Ooh. Ah, somehow when I copied the code and put the code in, somehow the copy and paste failed. So there we go. Daniel Sykes, I think you just got your Condor then. It said code sent, so I think it worked. All right, cool. So there's winner number 1. Cool. All right, let me turn slow mode off, then we're going to get back to a regular live stream. Yeah, make sure you find my giveaway video if you haven't already entered for getting some of those crazy weapons. But Daniel, just remember, you can't win another one of these, so if we do another thing, please don't enter again, because I can only send it to one person. But yeah, you should have just received it. Let me know if you got it. Hey, Sensei, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today? Portugal says your new channel up for armor attack. It's not really an armor attack channel. It's going to be like a random robot fighting game channel. But yeah, I posted a video on it this morning. I'm probably going to do a live stream on it later tonight, but I'm planning on doing like War Robots Frontiers, maybe Armor Attack, probably do a War Robot stream on it here and there, just different robot fighting games in general. So we'll see how it goes. What's the best weapons for the Skyros? Yeah, and like somebody mentioned earlier, the stake and the needle type of weapons are great if you don't plan on doing a lot of fighting because they give you that extra shield on the Skyros. So those are pretty good. I mean, if I were going to do a lot of fighting with the Skyros, I would probably look at the blast shotguns or maybe some sort of sonic weapons. But if you're not doing a lot of fighting, I would say definitely think about going with the, if you just want to stay in a ball and roll around, definitely think about going with the stake needle type of weapons for the extra shield. All right, slow mode is now turned off. All right, so Sorasim said, today I tried buying D-gems from the web shop, but it didn't work. Now, I don't know what to tell you about that one, honestly. If the web shop's not working, I don't know if there's a way for you to contact them, but I don't really know much about the web shop, honestly, but that's weird it didn't work. I don't know if, strange. Really strange. I've never really heard anybody say that before. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that one, buddy. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people that use that and it always works for them, but then again, there could be who knows how many reasons why something's not working well. Let me check something out over there. But I don't know if it was the specific offer you bought wasn't working or what, but yeah, I would try and go back over to the web shop and see if there's some sort of contact information. And I would complain. I'd be like, hey, you know, I tried to buy something and it didn't work, so that would be what I would do. Hold on a second. I need to do something really fast here. All right. Enter, perfect. Save. All right, cool. Alrighty. Jigga says electric Skyros is good too. That can be pretty decent. Like the little Tesla weapons are nice. I mean, they got nerfed. They're not as good as they were, but they still work pretty well. Yin's got a Orkin and Talon and Claw on something. Now the claws, unfortunately, Talon and Claws aren't very good these days. Those are pretty weak weapons overall, but are the Orkins the ultimate ones or the regular ones? Because those aren't super good either. I mean, sometimes you got to use what you got. That's for sure. GR says, I've entered everything. I would definitely keep on entering as much stuff as you can because you never know who might win what. Suan wants me to answer his question above. What's the best free-to-play build for a bedwar? Probably the lantern type of weapons. I mean, I think you can get those with game resources. There's not a lot of choices for weapons you can get with game resources. Let me log on and see what you can currently buy with resources, but I think the blindy weapons would be good for support. Now, you may or may not like this idea, but if you don't want to do any damage, but you want to be really hard to kill, the healing weapons like the Panagruels, can be crazy on there. But you're gonna be very hard to kill, but you're not gonna do any damage to anybody. That's the only thing. So if you just want to use it to shield people, those weapons are great for durability. Terrible for attack, wonderful for durability. But I really like playing them on there because I'm probably a crazy person and then just trying to protect my teammates with it. But I guess it really depends on how you're playing it. Portugal subbed to my new channel. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to try and like live stream a couple nights a week and maybe squeeze in 1 or 2 videos a week on the new channel. So it's more going to be like a channel for just, I don't know, playing some games, having some fun. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if the channel is going to go over well or not, because it's going to be a little bit different. Probably be a little bit different than what I do on my other channels. So we'll see. We'll find out. You know, it can't hurt to try. People will either like it or they won't. So we'll find out. We will find out. All right, so what am I looking for? Titan weapons that you can actually buy with resources right now would be... So yeah, the Dazzlers and the Lanterns, or the Gargantua, and Pantagruels. I mean, those are really about your only choices here that are good. I mean... I would say Dazzlers and Lanterns are going to be your best bet if you're having to buy something with resources. I mean, they're decent. They're not the world's greatest weapons or anything, but if I had to buy something with game resources, I would just buy those. That's what I would do personally. I mean, last time I played those a few weeks ago, those weapons were doing just fine. They're not like crazy damage dealers, but they do a nice amount of damage. They blind people. They're a decent weapon. I mean, they're way better than something like the Groms or the, you know, Vindicators and all that stuff. So, I mean, they should do okay. Edward, he says, Daniel Sykes, be prepared to be shot by everyone when you bring out the Condor. Thing is, there's usually like 6 of them up there at one time. Am I going to squad with subscribers one day? You know, I for a while there, I was trying to do that, but it was such a mess. It would take 15-20 minutes to get 6 people into a game because people weren't getting the invites and people were leaving, and it was after like 3 or 4 times of it being a big mess. I'm like, okay, this is just, you know, too much downtime and too much of a hassle. So it's not I think there's a game problem where people don't receive invites, and that's causing major problems when you're trying to invite people to a squad. So we've kind of given up on that just because there was too many problems with it. It was fun, but I mean, I do the time drops on Thursdays. And that's kind of, you know, you can try to time drop into a game with me. And I used to do like the last half hour or something, we'd squad, but it just wasn't working. Hey, Happy Bubba, what's up, buddy? He said, did I miss something? You probably missed all kinds of things. You've missed about 1 hour's worth of things, but good to see you, man. If you're on my Discord server, Happy, post a photo of your hanger over there. I don't really do the live hanger reviews because it might take 5, 6, 8 minutes to really sit there and talk about somebody's hanger, and that's just people get bored. So if you're on my Discord server, just post a photo of your hanger in there and you can get a couple of different people's opinions and stuff like that. We got Smileys. He said, didn't the vacuum cleaner Titan weapons get a buff a couple of updates ago? I think they did, but they're all it does is it used to have like a beam that was this wide for shooting people. Now it's like a wider angle that it can hit people. So it's easier to hit multiple targets, but they didn't get a damage buff or anything like that, I don't think. Just a wider angle of attack. if that makes sense. Robert says the only way Ravener survives is upper champs. It needs to be made it to the Shy Drone. Out of ability, it's very soft. Well, you definitely gotta time the abilities properly for the Ravena. Ravena dies quickly, but if you're good with hitting the abilities at the right time and you got strong weapons on it, you should be able to get a really quick 2 or 3 or 4 kills really fast before somebody takes you out. Unless you're being hit by those new weapons like the Condor has, and then you're pretty much done no matter what. But if you're not going up against something like that, the Ravena is great to get a couple of really quick kills. I look at it like an assassin. It gets in there, it confuses people, it annoys people, grabs a few kills, and then it's gone, it's done. So it's kind of like a disposable assassin robot's how I look at it. Now, there are some people who are so good with it, it's ridiculous, but for your average person, it's a disposable assassin. But it's still pretty good and fun. Hey, Rookman, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today? Rickman says, good luck to everybody. Robert says, yeah, you need a Baglior or a Pathfinder to get them moving. I'm not really sure what he's referring there to. Smiley says the ice grenades suck now. You know what? I've been playing those and getting a lot of kills with them. I still run those on my Pathfinder and I love them. I think the heavy and the medium ones are still really good. I don't know about the light ones, but I'm doing a lot of damage and getting a lot of kills with the heavy or the medium ice rockets or ice launchers or ice grenades or whatever you want to call them. So I think they're still pretty good. GR, yeah, this one here is still a War Robots channel, so I'm just doing War Robots on this particular channel. Still, out of all the robot fighting games out there, this is still the most fun for me to play. Even though it's got a lot of bugs and there's a bunch of overpowered stuff and the balance is off, I still can't find another game that I like as much as this one, so to me, this is still the best robot fighting game out there, but, you know, to each their own. Not everybody feels the same way right about now, but I still enjoy playing this robot fighting game the most. Law says, do we need a robot that should restore its durability to 100% or no? We've actually got a couple of robots that can do that. I mean, it's not super bad unless it can do it constantly. You know, I mean, if a robot can constantly just go back to full health, like time after time after time, that's pretty brutal. So I guess it really just depends on how many of them are on the battlefield and how often they're doing that. All right, Fraz says, what do you think's the best tier 3 robot? Well, if you're in Champion League, unfortunately, I'm not really sure that any of the tier 3 robots are going to do that good. For example, you're saying you like the Mercury, right? Mercury is a really cool robot, but if you were to play that in Champion League, even if you had it maxed out and had all the bells and whistles on it, I just don't think it would do very well, unfortunately. So, tier 3 robots, I don't really think there's a lot of good ones. Let me look and see what we even have at tier 3. Change robot. Let me go to the store. Let me click on tier 3. If that's... Actually, I don't think there's a way to... Alright, here's the tier 3 robots, right? Tyr. Tyr, Loki, Mender. Those three are tier 3 robots. Tyr, Loki, and Mender are actually pretty still good if you build them right. I guess we do have a couple okay tier 3 robots still. Tyr is very fun to play and he's pretty good. He's way better than most people would think. I didn't realize Loki was a tier 3 robot, and I thought Mender and Loki were both tier 4 robots, so Wayland can be very fun to play. I mean, it's kind of boring and it's hard to kill. It's a good tank, but yeah, I would say Loki and Mender, if built right, are probably the best. And every once in a while, you might see somebody running a Tyr. I mean, Tyr is not great, but it's way better than you would expect it to be for a tier 3 robot. I do like the Tyr. I think the Tyr is very fun to play. Most of the time, it does halfway decent. I can't say it always does good, but it does pretty decent most of the time. Keith, what's up, buddy? Happy says, remember the good old times when Griffin was a good robot. Well, you know, when you were first starting out on this game, Griffin was pretty amazing. Like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Griffin was a cool robot. But even 10 years ago, though, when you moved up into the higher leagues, Griffin was more of just a starter robot, I think. At least the time I started playing. I got into the game when it was been out for about a year, so I don't really know what it was like the very first year, but by the time I got in there, they were bringing out things like Lancelot and the Dash robots, and those were way better than something like the Griffin. But Griffin was a pretty cool robot. No Ching, hello, hello. Ophian's pretty hard to play these days. I don't think I would put too many resources into an Ophian. Problem is, right, there's a lot of people running shield breakers, especially in the higher leagues. Everybody's running the unstable conduit module, and everybody's got the Raptors. Everybody's got the Raptors with that shield breaker thing going on. So Ophian's very hard to play and keep alive in the higher leagues. So I don't think I would put too many resources into that at the moment. I mean, if you got it really close, you know, if you got like level 112 or something, I would just leave it there for now. Smileys, yeah, Nemesis is really fun and the shield's pretty amazing, but yeah, it just doesn't have the firepower needed. If the Nemesis had more firepower, I would still say it was a good robot, but it just doesn't have the firepower. Alright, so I got a question here about the Reviver drone. So here's the thing about the Reviver drone. It will bring you back to life, but you also have to look at your gray bar. Let's just say, you know, this is the size of your health bar, but it shrinks down, so you get less and less and less because of the gray bar. And if you've only got like this much left, when you revive, you're only going to get half of that. So if you've got a whole bunch of gray bar, you might only revive with like 1,000 hit points or 2,000 hit points. And then you get shot once after reviving and you're dead. So now if you get killed really fast, let's just say something obliterates you instantly from full health to nothing in a split second. When you revive, you'll come back with half of your health, but you can only come back with half of what your gray bar allows you to heal. And sometimes that's only a couple of hundred or a couple thousand hit points. So Reviver is really only good on a really squishy robot. Like the robots that die super fast, Reviver can help out on them, but there's really only a couple of robots I would run that on. Now, as far as the execution module, I don't know. I'm really not sure on that one. I would assume that it would still bring you back to life, but I don't know about that, honestly. I don't run that module enough to really know how that works, but if I can remember, that's something I might actually test out, because now I'm interested to know how that would work. But yeah, I have no idea on that one, bud. I'm sorry. Smiley says, Bedware is one of the top Titans. It definitely can be. If you play it well and you like the playstyle, it's a very good Titan. Happy says, today you won't last a second on the battlefield. I don't know, my friend. 1 second is a very short period of time. I think I could hide long enough. I could hide long enough to keep it alive for a second. What's up, Bell? Top 3 alpha weapons for the Rook. Alright, so on the Rook, alright, you want the top 3. Well, I think the flamethrowers are great. Right, I think the flamethrowers are really good. The Maha and Mahavajras are pretty decent. And I do think that the Veyron and Evora type of weapons are really good. But I don't know if I've played the new shotguns on a Rook. I don't know how those do on the Rook. I would assume those would be pretty good, but I really like the flamethrowers. I like the flamethrower or the Veyron type of weapons. Veyron Evora, awesome. Flamethrowers, awesome. Just don't let the flamethrowers overheat. That's the only problem. But if I was going to play a Rook, I would definitely be throwing one of those 2 weapons on top of there. And if I didn't have those and I had the Mahavajras, I guess I would throw those on there. But I'm not really into those ones myself. But they're good weapons. You know, Smileys, if you put the new bubble weapons on there, like the Screamers or whatever it is, I mean, I know they don't have a medium one, but if they ever come out with the medium bubble weapon, and you put those on a Nemesis, that would be crazy. I can only remember one time that I found a weapon that worked on the Nemesis to get a lot of damage, and I don't remember what it was. But more than likely, it's probably nerfed and sucks by now, so. What would you... Alright, Happy says, what would you out on a standard Fenrir to make it tanky? What do you mean by out? Oh, what would you put on a standard Fenrir? You want the Bernadette Wolf pilot or the Lysel pilot. Either one works just fine. I like the Bernadette Wolf better for fighting regular robots, and I like the Lysel better for fighting Titans. But Bernadette Wolf with 2 repair amps and a nuke amp, plus all the durability skills on the pilot, will make the Fenrir pretty good. I would probably run all the durability skills, I would run the defense point skills, and I would run a mechanic on the Fenrir for the pilot skills. Is Bersant the best heavy weapon? No, but it's a very good heavy weapon in my opinion. They hit very hard, especially at close to medium range. They do shoot a little bit too slow for some people, which doesn't bother me, but some people think they shoot too slow. But I like the Bersants a lot. I think they're very good weapons. I just did a shotgun heavy weapons shootout video like a week or 2 ago. You might want to go check that out, but those aren't the best at close range, but they're very good at close range, and they're really good at medium range. I like them. Smileys, I heard about the Halloween thing. Where did they post that? I haven't seen what they were doing to it, but I heard about it. Let me go see if they posted the photo in the game news or something. Let me look. Let me look. Where are we at? War Robots. Oh, I want to go... Actually, let me go to my server, then click on War Robots game news. Oh, okay. Here's some photos. Oh, yeah. They're creeping it up, guys. They're creeping it up for sure. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared, guys. That's a little scurry. Scurry. That's very scurry. I don't know about this. Did that work? Yeah, there we go. So that's what the map's going to look like for Halloween, basically. What do you guys think? Is that a scurry map? I don't know why they did these like square photos instead of like normal sized photos, but that is going to look pretty cool. That's going to look really cool, actually. I like it. Oops. Oh no. Somehow I got both of those things together. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'll play on that map. Let me go ahead and delete that off of there. Delete, remove, goodbye. Remove, yes. Let me get that back to where it's supposed to be. That was supposed to be locked into place. Let me lock that. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet, actually. Any news to the new module function stuff? Happy, I haven't heard anything about the modules yet, so. I do believe they realize most people want the modules to stay the way they are. I want the modules to stay the way they are, so hopefully they'll stay the way they are, but only time will tell on that one, unfortunately. Happy says they should put the map to nighttime or thunder. Yeah, a nighttime map would be cool too. You know, they had Shenzhen Night for a while, and I don't know why they scrapped it, but that map was awesome. Smiley says they should do every map for Halloween. I'm not sure how long. I wonder how long it takes them to make all the graphics on a map like that. I bet it's a very time-consuming process. Manilo says it looks scary. Kasunaga Gaming, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Rickman says they removed the newts for Luchador. Yeah, they took away the nerf for the Luchador and the Rook. I mean, sometimes they do stuff. Once they were going to come out with a Executioner module, so every single robot was going to have the same module like the Lynx has, and everybody was so upset. There was so much complaints, they decided not to do it. So sometimes if enough people don't like something, or they get enough, you know, backlash or enough complaints, sometimes they'll scrap something. So there is a possibility that they could scrap the module rework. Am I expecting them to scrap it? No, but there's a possibility. There is a possibility. Did they nerf the Bedwar? Yes, I think they did. I don't remember what they did to it, but they definitely nerfed the Bedwar a little bit. True North, hello, hello. What do I think about the Dagon nerfs? You mean the ones that happened a few weeks back? I think the Dagon got nerfed and buffed, so there's some things about it that are better, and there's some things about it that are worse. But when I play the Dagon, I think the Dagon's still a good robot, so I don't have a lot of complaints about the Dagon, honestly. It's not as good as it could be, but it is what it is. What robot can defeat the Condor? What robot can defeat the Condor? Pretty much anything. You just gotta wait for the Condor to land, right? So a couple things that are great for tearing up Condors is teleporting robots like Revenant or Scorpion. Something that when you see it land, if you can teleport over there, you can beat it up really good. It's pretty squishy on the ground. So anything that can get to it after landing, or if enough people, if you have like 4 or 5 people shoot at it in the air, you're going to kill it. But you just got to catch the thing when it's on the ground and you can take it out. So any robot can do it if it can get close to it when it's on the ground. But when it's in the air, there's not a lot that can really counter it very well. The new Sniper Titan is really good at countering it, so that will get it. If somebody breaks down the shields and you hit it with like some Gauss or some Reapers, that will take it out. Sometimes you can take it out with, if you have 4 Prismas on a bag layer or something like that, sometimes you can take it out. I mean, there's a few things here and there, but it's really hard to take out in the air. Most of the time, you got to get them on the ground. Black Dat, what's up, buddy? He says he thinks Condor could have been balanced without the yeah, the weapons in, you know, the built-in weapon is so strong. it probably doesn't need to heal like it does. Hey Vicky, how are you doing today? Vicky says Shield Breaker and Dagon is a cheeseburger. A cheeseburger, eh? I'm reading up through the comments here. If I miss anybody's comments, I'm sorry. It's not easy to get them all. No Ching says, what do you think about the stake weapons? Alright, so stake weapons do... The shield you get's nice, but they do very little damage right now. The only thing I would put stake on is like a Skyros to get the extra shield. But I'm not a big fan of those weapons right now. They just shoot really slowly. I mean, the harpoon shoots out, bam. 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 Something like that. It just doesn't fire fast enough to do a huge amount of damage these days. They were really cool weapons. If they ever buff them and make them shoot a little faster, then they would actually be good. But they just shoot too slow to be good, in my opinion. I can't really play those on anything other than Skyros and be happy about it. What's the best weapons for the Typhon? Well, man, best weapons for the Typhon right now. My thing would have been the radiation weapons, but I know a lot of people don't like those right now. I still think they're really good on there. Thing with Typhon is you want to have some weapons that hit hard from 500 or 600 meters. Like the, what's the medium version of the Dragoons? Those are decent on there. You want to in my opinion, you want a good 500 or 600 meter weapons on there. So I think pulsars are okay if you want the lockdown. Pulsars aren't as good as they used to be, but I think they're still playable on there. I think the radiation weapons still do great, but they do fire slowly. You got to be able to get used to that. What else would I can't really think of anything else I would put on there right now besides those. I mean, I guess you could go with like the Volts or the Webers, whichever one's the medium version. Those would be okay. I mean, if you like sniping, those would be okay. Because Danny's stream always has an easygoing vibe. Yeah, I'm not one of those crazy people that do backflips in my chair and hang off the ceiling and scream and yell and go nuts, because I don't know, that's just not my style. I'm a pretty laid back dude for the most part. Angela says Condor should regen only 15 to 25%. I agree with you guys on that one. I totally agree with you guys on that one. Hey D-Dan, what's up, buddy? Yeah, full health is too much. Oh, D-Dan, yeah, that's just a glitch, right? There's a game glitch where enemies are getting one hit point or something and still surviving, and then you can't kill them. Bottom line is, if somebody gets that, they should stop playing the robot. I know how much it sucks, but even if you change robots, when you spawn in with your next robot, it's still going to be bugged and having problems. So honestly, what I do is I probably shouldn't do this, but when I get that bug, half the time I just stop shooting people and I just run circles around the battlefield to be annoying. Some people still like shoot at me, but after a minute they realize I'm bugged and they just start ignoring me. But I just run around in a circle. I don't shoot at anybody. But you should really stop playing the robot. You shouldn't keep grabbing beacons or shooting at people when you're bugged, because it's really no different than somebody running a hack or a cheat. I mean, I know it's not a hacker that cheat, but it's abusing a bug, honestly. So if you keep playing and you're like that, people are going to report you for abusing bugs most of the time. Phantom is I think the ghost and the zombies will appear at any moment. Yeah, the new map's going to be interesting. That's going to be pretty cool, actually. That will be cool. But I don't know if they're actually going to be bringing out ghosts and zombies on the Halloween map. I don't know when that's going to go live. I mean, I know it's going to happen, but when's it going to go live? Is it actually going to have ghosts and zombies? I don't know. I have a feeling it's just going to look different. I don't think they're really going to have ghosts or zombies, but that would be cool if there was. That'd be really cool if there was. Imagine if like little ghosts would pop out and start attacking you randomly through the battle. That'd be kind of sweet. Yeah, Hussars. Hussars are a pretty cool weapon right now. They're very hard to aim, I think. You gotta have really, really, really good aim. But last time I played those, I was impressed with the amount of damage they were doing. I don't think the Hussars are for everybody, but they're doing pretty good. Is it possible to purchase a Titan pilot in the store using gold? I don't think so. Let me look just to make sure, but I don't think they've changed that. My guess is no. So let me go to change Titan pilots. Yeah, there's no store for Titan pilots. So unfortunately, you got to buy it with real money or get it out of a leaderboard or, you know, pull it out of a crate or something. There's no good way to get those right now, unfortunately. You almost have to buy something to get those. Yep says, why are some people saying IDM platform? Well, some people know I'm doing some giveaways this month, so I guess they're just posting it hoping that the giveaway is going to happen. But we already gave the items up for this live stream for the most part. Now I am going to pick some bonus winners though, actually. I never posted the small giveaway on Sundays, so when the stream ends, I'm going to come back into the stream. I'm going to pick like a time. I'm going to like randomly pick a time, go to that time and grab a couple of IDs who posted at that time to win a, I think we got some of those. What was it we're giving out? I forget what the small creators giveaway was this week, but I think it was like the Athos weapons. So I probably will give a couple of random Athos out. But I already gave out the Condor so far for the stream, but when the stream ends, you guys can leave a comment and I will pick one more winner from the comments on the stream after it's over for a Condor. Rust Bucket, hey, says Ravena is definitely worth upgrading. Yeah, if you can get the hang of playing it, it's a good robot. Very hard to play, but it's a good robot. Not everybody can figure out how to play it. Arthur, what's up, buddy? Thank you. I appreciate that. Glad you're liking the videos and the channel, bud. Thank you. Darkbot, yeah, Ravena's pretty cool, right? It's not easy to play. I mean, when I play mine, I usually get 2, 3, 4 kills really quickly, and then somebody takes it out. So it's kind of a robot. You have to learn to play very aggressively. You got to learn when to use the abilities to keep it alive. But if you do it right, it's good. Not everybody can play it, but it's an awesome robot overall. What weapons are good on the Phantom for a free-to-play player? Alright, so do you like to play Luca? It depends if you want to play close range or long range. I mean, sonic weapons are really good on the Phantom if you play those well. I think that the blast shotguns are really good. I mean, I like to play mine close range. You can teleport, so you can hit the little beacon, you can run in, get really close, beat somebody up, teleport, and leave. I think the ice rockets are a good thing. So if you run like a cryo and a rhyme on there, that would be a good setup. If you're trying to play him from like a longer range setup, I don't know. I wouldn't really play mine that way. So I could probably figure something out, but I would definitely have to do some testing on that. But if you're playing it more as an up-in-your-face brawler, I would go with the blast shotguns, or if you happen to have any ultimate shotguns or ultimate weapons, those would work really good too. All right, Swin got a Bedware. What's the best free-to-play build for it? Didn't I already answer that? Maybe not. I mean, like I said, there was a free-to-play. The best weapons you're gonna get is got to be the lantern and the dazzlers, because you can actually buy those with resources. Now, I mean, modules, you definitely, I hate to say it, but you need to have 2 Titan repair amplifiers on every Titan if you want it to do well. There's not really a good free-to-play build for Titans, right? You got to have those 2 Titan repair amplifiers if you want to play it in the higher leagues, or it's going to get smashed by everybody. That's the key to making Titan survive, is running 2 Titan repair amplifiers. Pretty much anybody who has a Titan that's really hard to kill will be running 2 of those no matter what. But there's really no good way to build a Titan for cheap or free. I mean, a free-to-play Titan's just going to be so-so. It'll be fine for like lower leagues, but once you start moving up, you're going to have a really hard time, I think. If anybody disagrees with me, post how you would build a free-to-play Titan. But I don't know. Let me even see what modules you can get as free-to-play right now. What kind of modules can you get with resources? So you can get Titan anti-controls, which are decent. They're not great, but they're good. You can get cannibal reactors, you can get Titan anti-controls. Those are the 2 main things I would look at, would be Titan anti-controls and cannibal reactors if you absolutely have to buy it with your resources. But you really want to have 2 repair amps, guys. Now, if you buy a whole bunch of keys and you're lucky enough to get some Titan stuff when opening chests, that might be a little bit different, but it's not easy to build a good Titan without spending at least a little bit of money on it. Darkbot, I think the blights and hazards are worth playing. Here's the thing. They shoot very slowly now, and a lot of people can't deal with that. They got a buff. They now hit harder than they used to, but they shoot slower. So you got to be able to deal with the slower fire rate. It does suck, but I learned to accept it, and I can still play those weapons and really enjoy them and do well with them. But a lot of people cannot stand the slower fire rate, and they take them off of their robots. So I think it's really going to be personal preference. Are they good weapons? Yes. Yes, they are. Are they weapons that people like right now? Not really. That's the problem, is people don't like them. Wait, Kid is a meta? Happy, you think Kid's meta? Man, Kid's probably the worst Titan in the game, honestly. Wait, I don't think I've done a Kid video in years, my friend. I don't think that was me. You might be mistaking me with somebody else, because I haven't done a Kid video in a long time. Catters, what's up, my man? Uwazi, what's up, bud? Probably said your name wrong there, but hello, hello. Vicky likes using something on the Illifian. I think you're probably talking about the radiation weapons. Lost uses Hussar on the Destrier. Hussar is a pretty cool weapon, actually. They're not bad. I mean, they're hard to aim, but they're really good if you can get the hang of aiming them. Only problem is if you're lagging and you're trying to aim, that can be a little bit of a pain, but they're pretty good. Hey, Learn World. What's up, buddy? Lean World. Learn World. Yeah. Vicky says the auto guide does increase the fire rate. Yeah, but it's not by a lot. I think it's very small, so I'm not a fan of the autopilot myself, but it's not a bad pilot. You can definitely tell that it's on there, but I personally don't think it makes a huge difference. And then the other problem is if you ever change to a different set of weapons, you now have a pilot with a dead legendary skill that's not working for you anymore. So it's kind of, you know, some people like to use that, some people don't. I don't like anything that's weapon specific because you're eventually going to change weapons and have to reroll and spend more resources. So I'm not a fan of weapon specific skills personally. Adaku, what's up, buddy? Have I ever considered the Basilisk Crate for Mauler counter? Basilisk Crate. Okay, every time I play those, I play 1 or 2 games and I take them off of my robots instantly. I don't know why, but I absolutely hate the Basilisk in the crate. I find that if I'm lagging, I miss most of the shots. For some reason, I can't seem to ever hit anybody with those weapons, and I absolutely hate them. Now, there are some people out there that like those weapons, but I can't play them. I cannot play the Basilisk in the crate. Even when they were brand new, I got a set, I leveled them up, and I was so disappointed. I hated them from day one. And I still hate them, so. Would they counter a Mauler? I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried to play them against a Mauler, but I'm really not sure. I can't stand those weapons personally. I can't play them worth a darn. I miss every shot and do 0 damage, so I've given up on those, but that would be an interesting thing to test. I don't know. That could be cool if you're good with those weapons. Dylan says something about Tyson. Oh, Typhon? Yeah, they would be pretty decent on the Typhon. Alright, so guys and gals, our stream time is just about up, so I did give out the Condor, right? I already gave out the Condor. But, oh my gosh, what is happening? I'm having a malfunction here with the streaming software. Hold on a second. I will be picking... Gosh, dang it, my computer's running weird. Sometimes when I click something, the mouse grabs onto it and it starts moving it around the screen. And I don't know why it does that. I don't know if that's a lag or a glitch or if that's a feature that's supposed to happen, but normally I can't make it do that, but sometimes I'll seriously just click a window, let go of the mouse click, and then move the mouse, and it's moving the window around like you're still clicking it. I'm not sure why that happens, but it drives me crazy when it does. So here's the deal. There was another small giveaway this week that I never posted for 7. I think it was those Athos or Parthos weapons. So I'm going to pick the 7 winners off of this live stream. Next Sunday's video where I do another small giveaway, I'll announce those winners. But we did give out the Condor on the stream. Again, if you decide to, when the stream is over, come back to the stream after it ends, and then you'll be able to leave a regular comment on the stream like a regular video. And I am going to pick one more winner off of this live stream for a Condor. But yeah, every couple of days, since I'm picking winners daily, what I'm going to do is every couple of days on the community tab on my YouTube channel, I'm going to post a couple of people who won the Condors. So every probably like 3 or 4 days I'll post that. It's too much to post it every day since I'm only going to be picking like 1 or 2 or 3 winners per day for the rest of the month. But that's how I plan on doing that. So we're about to end this thing. And remember, when the stream ends, leave a comment with your player ID and platform on the stream, and I will pick one more Condor winner. I'll probably pick that tomorrow. I'll give everybody like 24 hours to enter, and then tomorrow I'll pick a winner off of this stream. Just like yesterday's video, I haven't picked the winners yet because I figured I'd pick the winners today. That gives everyone, you know, basically I'll post a video and 24 hours later, 24-ish hours later, after the video or the stream ends, that's when I'll grab the winners out of the comments. So that gives everybody time to get entered on that particular video. Can you throw a Yang Li on a bedware? Yes, you can. It will work on there actually. But yeah, I'll be posting some winners. So keep an eye out on the community tab of my channel over the next half month or something like that, as we'll be posting those Condor winners and all that good stuff. All right, guys and gals, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are super amazing. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for hanging out with me on the live streams. You guys and gals are awesome. I really do appreciate each and every one of you a lot. I'll be back on Thursday and Saturday for some gameplay live streams, and we'll give away a couple of Condors on those as well. So be on the lookout for that. I still got to calculate exactly how many I can give out per day. So I'm going to pick 2 off of yesterday's video. I'm going to pick 2 off of today's video. We already did 1 of them. So, and then I'll figure out how long I got till the end of the month to figure out how many more I can pick per day. I'm not good with math, so it takes me a minute to figure all that out. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much. Lightning out. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for coming out. Later.